so find some space. Just have your feet shoulder width apart. Sink the hips back and down. And then hold it. Oh, have they cut some buses now as well?
Yeah, it was. Should be alright this week, I think. It's different.
Nice.
It was exaggerated by half term.
Ah. So feel the ground under your feet, relax the shoulders, and just take some slow, deep breaths. We're just tuning in to our feet. So yeah, Trish and Mr. Trish, I think they're away.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're away. So Mike, it's Mike, isn't it? Mike. David, Trish and David, yeah. And then we've got Chris and Mike. I've not seen them for a few weeks.
No.
That's
Well, David is the horn player, is he?
yeah.
The man of the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think,
And Dora Gale, for those of you that know her, sent her best wishes, and to let you know that Bluebell's now hibernating until March. For those of you that yeah.
Good.
So anyway,
Glad to
so
know.
she's hoping to come back at some point.
Oh, good.
And then remember, there's no class on the 21st of November because
Yes.
I'm in Birmingham learning about Tai Chi.
And the
So-
shakedown.
I'm going to be here on the 14th.
and you won't be here on the 14th.
No.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay.
That's not next week, is it?
That's a few weeks' time. It's like about 3
Which
weeks.
might affect the other two if they can't get somebody to give them a lift.
Okay. So nice and relaxed. Just check your posture. So you want to sink the shoulders, you want to sink the hips back and down. You want to really feel the ground under your feet. And breathe. So notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. Notice the feeling of contact through the ground and the feet. And then we just very gently tune into the arms. Have a little move around with the arms. Just tune into the arms. Tune into the waist. So we're just turning the waist and just allow the arms to be moved. So you want to keep your knees in line with the toes. So it wasn't quite warm enough for shorts, but had I been wearing shorts, you'd be able to see that the knees aren't moving sideways. There's a little bit of forward and back movement in the knees. I will just show you that from the side view. So again, hips sink back and down. Get yourself comfortable. You're in the first 2/3 of the feet, and then you sink back and down. Nice and tall. So just allow the muscles of the shoulder, around the shoulder, just to let go and relax. And we're turning our waist. Relax the jaw. Just let your muscles sink. So, and did we do the Fasun Gong last week? Did we do those? With the shifting the weight from side to side? Oh, can anyone remember what we did? Can you remember? No. Excellent. Brilliant. It'll be on the video, but I didn't have a chance to watch it over the weekend. It was
No, I can never remember what was here sure.
I know, that's the problem, because we go to a couple of sessions. I know in the Burwell, I think we went through, I can't remember what we did there either, but never mind. I'm sure it was probably checking your posture, relaxing, sinking, breathing, I should think.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to have a look. When I get home at the video, but in the meantime, we'll do something else. It would be nice to do the fragrant Buddha Qigong as a little, just because it's so gentle and it's easy to remember, and the moves are nice, and I could put the nice music on to go with it, so that would be good. And we're just going to take it easy and just have a little look at the silk reeling after the tea break. I know we did something complicated last week and had to have a cup of tea first, and then it was better. So, because that seemed to do the trick. So we'll do a similar thing. But yeah, we've had one person fall over, and then we've got 2 people away, and then I assume that chest infection's been doing the round. So it's that time of year.
It is. I get affected by the spores.
Oh, what, for the trees? Yeah.
Yes, some of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. Well, there was a person on the radio saying the pollen, or that was earlier this year, when the pollen was out. Apparently it's stronger than normal. Something extra, super pollen, whatever. So we're just turning. If I show you that from the back view, you're feeling your waist change. I may have another person on Zoom turn up a bit late, because they've been under the weather as well. So everywhere. At least the sun's out. So just relax the shoulders. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows, relax the hands. Nice and tall. Very good. Keep breathing some more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just very gently open the arms, open the chest. connected, the hips sink back and down, you've got your first 2/3 of the foot, you've got your weight on the first 2/3 of the foot, and then you sink the hips back and down, and then that slots your cells into place. 4, 3, 2, 1, nice, back to bounce. And then we'll do this with the arms. Just get the arms moving. Just move the arms. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Great. And then very gently go up, down, and up. So you cross and uncross, and you just feel this lovely sensation through the body. That's it. Keep breathing some more. Very good. Relax around the jaw, very good. And then this time we turn the palms up and we're breathing. Oh, great. Four, 3, 2, and 1, and change. One in front, one behind. I'll show you that from the side. So I transfer the weight and turn. I transfer the weight and turn. I'm breathing, and while I'm breathing, I pay attention to what's happening with the air as it goes in and out. So I'm noticing how my body is feeling. I'm noticing any sounds I can hear. I'm noticing the feeling of the air as it sort of moves around as I move. So you want to pay attention to what you're doing, but do it in a very soft way. So you're paying attention, but kindly, if that, yeah. Outside the softness of cotton, so that's us. But inside the temper of steel, so that's the mind, the sort of real clarity of mind. So it's quite. So I started listening to the audiobooks. There's a few sort of cultural standards that you read to understand the sort of philosophy behind these practices. Quite interesting, sort of historically and stuff. Started listening to them again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. But even in regular fitness, now they're talking about the mindfulness aspects of it. So they've sort of caught up with what a lot of the yoga and Tai Chi people have been saying for centuries. So anyway, first 2/3 in the foot, sink the hips back and down, slot yourselves into place. Nice. We're softly gazing forward as we listen behind and above, and then we just let the arms drop, and then just feel that bounce. There's a little bounce. That's it. You just arms to fall down. That's it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to my 2 days at Birmingham because I always learn something useful. And I'm hoping on Sunday there's a meditation day in that London somewhere. I've just got to work out how I'm going to get there. But it's a lady teacher. I can't remember her name, but it looked quite an interesting thing to think about. And they have very nice tea at the London Insight Centre. So it's yeah, I'm hoping to get there anyway. Just relax the wrists, relax the hands, relax the elbows and the shoulders. And you want to lengthen so that you're feeling that lengthening through the back. So the head's floating, but the hips are sinking back and down. And that effect on the spine means that it kind of elongates a bit. When you think of the... a few years ago, Carol Kascuba, one of my teachers, was talking about the spine is floating. And we were like, oh, that's interesting. And then Mike, the head honcho, came and said, oh, what did you mean by the spine floating? And he went, I did not say that. And it was like, oh. Because he kind of gets these ideas and then he'll try something else. But you can, if that helps, you can think of this up feeling in the spine. It might not. But whatever gets you doing it correctly, and by listening to your body, you eventually work out how is the best way to stand and to move. So you already know what's correct. You just got to slow down enough and soften enough and give yourself enough time, and then you'll all be perfect. That was one of his other things, and I thought, what a nice idea. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then change. And then he'll spend ages correcting you. And I'll do this, do that, until your brain kind of melts. And then other times he'll go, very good, and then move on to the next. It's very strange, but I'm hoping to see Corral at some point. So we're just going forwards and back. So the arm, so this is where you want to use the room as your reference point. So you've got the front wall and the back wall. So as you turn, one arm goes to the front wall, one arm goes towards the back wall. And you're keeping this lengthened feeling, and then there's also a little bounce thing. So on Thursday I went to, Leslie couldn't teach at Carmela, so you're going forwards and back with the arm. To her, she did a lot of leg work, we did a lot of legs. So, but you use your legs in Tai Chi as well, so you bounce, 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 bounce. Now try it with just one arm, so place your hand on your lower dantian, it's just a bit here, and we'll just get ourselves just so just check your posture again. So again, we're taking time, and then turn the waist, and then get the arm to go forward or back. Forward or back. So forward, front wall, back wall. So what you can do is you can point towards the front wall if that helps, and that will teach you. It's harder to point towards the back wall, but you want to notice the wall. So notice what's in the front wall, back wall, and you're going forwards and back. That's it. By using your waist. By using your waist and letting go in the arm. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was so nice. We're going to do that with the other arm, so it's not left out. use your waist to get the arms to move. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both. Try both. 1, 2, 1. That should be a bit better now. And just let go in the shoulder joint. So you've got this lovely free movement of the arm. And then we'll move into wobbling after. So we just spend a little bit more time before the back. I'll just show you that from the diagonal view. So as you can see, I'm allowing my arms to be moved back as well as forwards. So it's, in fact, when I did this, I was advised to focus on the back swing and just allow the front swing to happen naturally. So notice the back swing more. And that was quite interesting too. 4, 3, 2, 1, and wobbling. So get yourselves just so, and then we just wobble. So the hands come round in a circle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come a bit closer for the video. So like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And eventually you want the arms to move the same. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there's this little bit of solidity through the arm. So it's relaxed but slightly shaped. So you're not flippy floppying it. You just, I mean, if you did this long enough, you kind of imagine you're making a hole in the earth to get so, and you can just try that. And then while you're doing this, you want to check your posture. So you've got this, that's much better. You're all standing, I've noticed actually, because, you know, once you get over a certain number of years, I don't know if you've noticed, but people are kind of a bit like that. But one thing I've noticed with all the people in this room is you're all, yeah, because of the upness comes by the sinking of the hips. So you've got this real, you know, and this is more like what a 1-year-old or a 1 and a bit year old would stand like. So they'd be like that, and they'd be looking up, and they'd be very upright, but also, you know, a bit like an ape. They look a bit like apes, but it's good because then, but the difference between the small person and us lot is that we don't have the temper tantrums, because we've got we can calm down. We're not quite as controlled by our emotions as a, because they're still learning how their emotions work, you see, at that age. And it's important you learn how your emotions work, because then you can... one of the meditation teachers that I've been following, she's online. I sometimes she goes to this weekly thing, and she sees like you're in an emotional state as like a weather front. So you've got like a clear sky most of the time, and then weather happens. And then what you want to do is not get to, just notice the weather and allow the weather to do its thing and go past.
When we start off meditation class, and I mean, do you have to stand in a particular position or sit? Or?
It depends on the teacher. Just have a little shake out, because that's a good pausing moment. Yeah, I mean, there's a few, they all, because I've tried out all different ones, and I'm not like a Buddhist or anything, but I find the tools and skills what are in meditation are very useful for things like if I'm teaching Tai Chi, or if I'm practicing Tai Chi, I can concentrate better, or if I'm playing my fiddle, I'm more aware of my posture. I mean, the Tai Chi will help, because Tai Chi's, some people, I mean, the teacher of the school here sees it as a form of it's a meditation. It's just meditation, but you're being aware of what you're doing while you're doing it. But the difference is you're also making adjustments. So it's more like an art. Like if you're painting a picture, you know, you start off, because if you do art classes, you start off and make this thing and it looks a bit rubbish. And then the more classes you go to, the better your paintings get, and they look more like, oh yes, I can see that's a tree now, and you know, stuff like that. So it's a kind of a meditational kind of art thing, whereas the meditation, they seem to just do it to do it, and not try and get anything out of it. So they would do things like they'll teach you how to sit, have a few basics on posture, how to watch your breathing go in and out, and then you just sort of sit there and wait and
hope.
well, no, you don't. You just sit there and notice. You pay the type I do. They're more like noticing what's going on in the here and now, and then the side effects are usually quite positive. Although every now and then it will bring up old stuff that then you then have to go and deal with and things. But then you've got the structure of the meditation. It kind of by doing it, it kind of yeah, it's like a kind of self-maintenance, self-cleansing, helping you concentrate better. But people that do it more and really do the, you know, go to a lot more retreats than I do. I'll do maybe 3 or 4 a year, just a day. I've done a whole weekend and that was quite full on. They'll go and do a week retreat or a few months here and there, but they tend to be quite calm and very sensible. Actually, the real high level meditation teachers tend to be quite sensible, and they seem to notice things that you don't, and there's something in it. So
it's quite hard to stop all thoughts drifting into your mind.
yeah, but you're not trying to stop them from drifting into your mind. What you're doing, it's a bit like when you lose your balance. If we go back to this one, it should hopefully feel a bit better. And things like if you're shifting your weight from foot to foot, and you feel that your balance is lost a bit, you get your balance back. So you notice when you've lost attention, and you don't go, oh no, I've lost attention, I'm a really horrible human being. No, you go, oh, I've lost attention. Okay. Oh, okay, right. Oh, this is where I am. And it's, yeah. I mean, you see it with tennis players, like in the Wimbledon, they do a lot more about the psychology. And then the ones, when you can see when they've lost it, then they're more likely to lose the point. Whereas if they calm down a bit, then they can play the tennis again. So I've been watching, I like watching sport. I don't really understand it very much, but I like watching the shape and watching the movement. And dance and the gymnastics and anything that involves movement. But a lot of the sports are now, they're all doing this mindfulness stuff and psychology and getting calm and getting, one of the, they call getting in the zone or in the flow when you're doing something and it's like it's doing itself. So that's what those meditators have been doing for centuries, but they're doing it more for sort of kind reasons and compassionate for other people. So there's a bit more thinking about others, because of the cultures that a lot of these things were developed from. There was the culture, they'd help each other out a lot, and so that kind of gets emphasised. But and also I know people. I've got a whole bunch of Christian friends, and they do a lot of prayer and praying, and there seems to be a lot of similarities between what the monks that do the prayers, the Christian prayers do, and the same vibe I get off good meditation instructors. They all seem quite sensible, very astute. It's similar things. These things just spring up in all sorts of different cultures within that culture, but basically it's good for you. So if prayer would do that.
I did a whole day of mindfulness.
Oh,
and what I find intriguing, and sort of think about it, is when I first went in, I had the impression that everybody else there had very serious problems. There were people who were twitching all the time, people who couldn't look at you when you spoke to them. People with also one chap, a young man, who was brought there by his mother because he couldn't get there by himself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when we had our final session, I could really see an enormous difference.
Change in the mood.
They had
Yeah.
all fitted in slowly to what we were doing, and they were talking to me at the end, which, you know...
Yeah. There's something in it, and it's worth exploring. You know, I think so, and there's a lot of people that do both. They'll because one of my friends, my friend Peter, the one that plays a lovely piano music, which we'll be listening to shortly when we do our favourite Buddha. He does the mindfulness, and he does the doing the praying and also doing his playing. And when he plays his piano, it's because he came to some of my Tai Chi classes for a bit, and you can see that it's sort of Tai Chi piano playing with his his thing and posture and breathing and noticing things, and it's just a more efficient way of being, really, rather than, you know, I'm going to be a better person.
Losing yourself. Because
Yeah.
I get I cook.
Yeah.
And while I'm cooking, I'm not thinking about...
All you're thinking about is cooking.
It's cooking, yeah.
And then it calms you down.
Like that.
Exactly. It's that kind of thing, and this is really useful because from let's just shake and we'll get our joints all that one. So, but from a kind of practical perspective, if you can focus and calm down, it's easier to be balanced and have a good centre of balance as well. And one more, and change. Same shoulder, different direction. So, and like what I've been learning with the Tara Brach things is that she's saying emotions are actually very useful things to have, but just don't get swept away in them. You're just kind of watching them. So you said about sitting by a riverbank and watching the river go past, and don't jump in, or if you do jump in, go out again and sit on the riverbank again. And it's just a different way of looking at things that you don't normally encounter in places like
A
school.
lot of people do gardening, don't
Yeah, gardening, cooking, art, anything that will focus it's more like focus your attention. So by focusing your attention, and at the moment I was listening to, while I was stuck in traffic, I was listening to the radio, and the person that was talking about a topic gets kind of quite het up and righteous. And you just think, and then you go the other side, you think, he needs to do a bit of Tai Chi or something. Just relax, it's okay. Because the thing is, all that stuff's that's still there. And by getting het up, it doesn't change that stuff, but it changes you. So if you calm down, then you can deal with things better. So I think, you know, it's not minimising the things that are happening that are tricky, but it's about giving yourself enough room and enough space to go, oh, okay, right, I think I might do, you know, just giving you a bit more wiggle room, I think is a useful thing. So, here we go, and just go, oh. So yeah, when I did a day of meditating, I felt like my body was bigger. I felt like I'd got larger, and I felt a lot calmer on a day. But what I've been warned about is if you do a whole retreat in it, like a few months, you actually go down another level, and then you can actually feel quite het up for a few days during the retreat. But then you've got more experienced people that can go, yes, that's completely normal to feel absolutely terrible. Well done, you're getting somewhere. And then you just think, oh. But so it comes with a word of warning. If you're doing these arts, every now and then you might feel absolutely, because you're noticing stuff more. And you know, you might be having a bad day, and you go, oh, I'm having a bad day, right. And then it just, you know, that's where having an actual teacher that you can go and say, here look, I was meditating the other day, and then I felt like this, and then they go, yes, that's right, well, you know, now try this exercise, and then it's just a bit, or you can do a lot online, but then you're on your own, you haven't got anyone to ask. So, that's where day retreats are useful, because then you can, you know, it can bring up things, and just by the relaxation, because the muscles form like a storage system as well, and they get a bit tight, because you might be. But by doing it over and over again, it sort of sorts itself out. There we go. Let's do the other one. So Peng waved its wings. So remember, Peng is this beautiful, big, giant mythological bird. And we just... I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Chinese folk song or folk tune called, you know, as Pen Flies or something, because you do get references in. I've been looking into the music as well as the kind of philosophy, and you get there'll be a song about one of the legends of. Yeah, it's quite good. It gets very, it can get a bit esoteric. But basically, pay attention to what you're doing and calm down. That's it. Let's just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way. 1. So we're going to go through the fragrant Buddha, and then have a tea break, and then have a look at some of the silk breathing, and maybe have a little try out of some of the forms. I think we started that last week. We'll have a look at the stompy thing. Shake out. Okay, right, I will put the music on. We all like the music, don't we? So I'll go and get that. Which is brilliant. And I'll stick the birds on. So had a wonderful time at Hadingham Arts Centre on Saturday. I was with my friends Eleanor and Nick, and we played healing music all day with beautiful art everywhere that was like really tasteful and really nice. None of that, you know, and it was just wonderful. We were just playing all this great. And we got cake, so I was very happy. So I got a flapjack. So preparation. We start here, I'll come a bit closer, and then we just open and close. It's called preparation. You come slightly forwards and you're just very gently opening and closing. I'll just have that there because I've not taught this for a while. I just want to make sure I get it in the right order. So I get all the moves, but sometimes I forget what order they're supposed to be. So we just go through these. So yeah, we played healing music all day and chilled out the entire art centre, and everyone was wandering around the art centre with this blissed out expression. And all the stall holders were very happy because people were hanging around more and slowing down and buying more art. So we should have charged them commission. And we didn't get a single complaint. Brilliant, you know. So one more time. There we are, and then imagine you've got a big golden tail. Golden dragon wags its tail, so you transfer the weight and wag your tail. Transfer the weight. Golden dragon wags its tail. Just show you that from the side. So remember, dragons are kind of majestic. So be majestic. Big majestic golden dragon with very good posture. So yeah, we had that bird song on all the time, because that's from Nick. Nick records birds when he's not writing books about kingfishers or playing his harp. And we just listened to bird song all day long and played music and watched, and we're in lovely art. So I was like, oh, this is nice. What a great day you could do. Golden dragon wags its tail one more time each side, that's wonderful. Now you come back to the middle, and then it's Jade Phoenix nods its head. So this is a good one for the wrists. So you come down, and you come up, and down, and if you notice my elbows are out slightly. Nice. It's not in a hurry with Phoenix. That's it, everybody. Yeah, very good. Very good. Elbows, elbows out. Okay, we'll do one more nodding the head. One more nodding the head. And just let the arms come by the side. And then we've got the Chinese figure 8 drifting fragrantly, which goes up like this. Like that. And then it comes down. So the figure 8 is that shape. If they were using a calligraphy brush, they'd have these parallel lines, and then they go out. So the good thing about a more straightforward set of exercises like this is they're really useful for helping focus the mind, so you can really pay attention. So when I'd done my strength and balance training and falls prevention training and chair-based exercise at the council, they were saying a lot of mishaps happen because of people not paying attention or getting het up and losing their attention and forgetting where their feet are. So the good thing about this is you're focusing on the feet pretty much all the time. So feel how the contact with the feet changes as you do the move. And there we go. And then playing a string instrument with both hands, so it's the Chinese zither. So he just goes out and in. Out. It's nice and soft. So I've actually heard this instrument in, it's fantastic. It's a lovely, it's like a lap. You get people that play their guitar on their lap, it's like a kind of giant with loads of strings, and it's beautiful. It's got this real, very soothing, it's like a kind of a harp, but a harp you play on your lap. It's beautiful. And they wear these amazing outfits while they do it as well, these lovely long, the ladies, the lovely long sleeve, it's just fantastic. So I've got a lot of nice associations with this particular movement. Okay, a pair of monk's bowls circulating in different directions. So imagine you've got your monk, and he's got his bowls to put the donations in. And then he goes forwards. Actually, I'll show from the diagonal. Comes out, and then he comes back with his bowls, and hopefully they're full of nice things. And then we just... So you can see there, whereas this kind of dates it historically. So this movement would have been made at a time when it was normal to see monks hanging out around China with their bowls. Notice the breath as it comes in and out. We'll do one more in this direction, then we go in the other direction. go in the other direction. Come out, forward, and then in. That's it. So it's a good one for the shoulder joint. So you want to keep your shoulders down when you do it. I'll show from the side. I'm keeping my shoulders down. I've got this nice open feeling in the hands, and you want to almost make your hands bowl shaped. So you imagine there's an actual bowl in your hands that you're shaping your hands around, if that helps. And we're all breathing. Oh, really? That's so lovely. We'll do one more. Okay, and then we've got the lotus leaf swaying in the breeze. So you have your lotus leaf and you just transfer the weight and you're swaying the lotus leaf in the breeze. Keep breathing some more. That's great. So you imagine that as the breeze blows, it will change direction, and then there's another puff of the breeze and it will change direction. Sink into the feet, really feel that your body's all connected. So connect up, keep breathing. One more each side, one more sway each side, that's it, and then bring the arms back. And then we've got turning the universe to the left and turning the universe to the right. So I'm going to go to the right, but you mirror and go to the left. So you make a nice round shape in the hands, and you have the hands are aware of each other. Hands are aware of each other. And then you turn, and then the hands raise up, and just breathing. You turn, down, turn, up, turn, down, turn, up, turn, down. That's it. Turn, up, turn, down. Pull through the body. Yeah. Relax around the jaw. And then get to the bottom corner. We'll get to the bottom. Check your posture. Posture check. Turn the universe to the right. So we're going to turn the universe. So remember, if we turn the universe, you want to have a good posture. So you can do a good, proper job. So that's it. Nice and lightly off. Feel the weight transfer. That's great. And then you turn and you transfer the weight. Notice the contact through the feet. So that was turn the universe to the right. And then we've got, do a couple more, and then we'll go into the rowing the boat across the ocean. One more time, just breathing. Beautiful. Come back to the middle. Rowing the boat across the sea, or rowing the boat across the ocean. So you come up. So if you're picking up your boat, or you make a fist, and you go forwards and down. Come up and forwards and down. Pull the oar back in, then lift the hands around the oar. So this is more, it feels like it's more like a punting type ball thing, because I've seen, maybe have a go at punting after. Keep breathing. One more time, that's beautiful. The Buddhist wheel turning constantly, so you go like this. Keep just breathing nice and gentle. And backwards. Very good. Rowing, rocking Bodhidharma, so you make a hand, put your, I'll mirror, put your hand, right hand, left hand underneath, and you sing. So, show that from the back. So again, get your muscles nice and soft. Breathing naturally. One more time each side. Okay, forcing the wind into the ears. So you come up and like that. Like you've got a seashell each ear and you're just, oh, do you need a, do you want to, you're all right, okay, you've got the radiator to lean. It's fine, so just breathe in. I'll grab some chairs for the tea break. I didn't have time to grab a chair. Take some rest when you need to. And one more time. Okay. And then we've got the dazzling golden light. So if you're wearing glasses, you need to take those off because that's what my teacher said. And then you come up and make a circle and put a circle on each eye. It looks like you've got binoculars, and then you come down. Up. One more time. Fantastic. And okay, and then we've got swaying with both hands clasped together. So you clasp your hands together, and it's like you're stirring a big thing of soup. And then in the other direction. Show that from there. One more time, lovely. Okay, then we've got press the hands together to meditate, so you just breathe in and breathe out. balancing the chi. So you just come up, you breathe in, you grasp the hands, and then you pull down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Up. Check posture, breathe in, breathe out. One more time. And then just have a little shake out. Great. Okay, we'll pause for a tea break and then we'll do a little bit more. I will stop the video. Pause the video. Right, it's okay, I'm going to bring out next time. Sorry about that. So we're just going to start with some silk reeling. So just transfer the weight and turn. Transfer the weight and turn. Transfer the weight and turn. So we won't go on too long because, and then we're just. I'll sort out the cups later. So just open, down, in, and up. And then what you do is you put your hand here like the teapot song, and then that's it. So you want to keep your feet flat on the ground. So if we just have the feet a bit wider than shoulder height, the shoulder width. Yeah, that'd be quite impressive if I've got the feet shoulder height, shoulder width. But the arm is shoulder height. Go down, go. It's much better after tea, isn't it? It's just like, but keep your feet flat on the floor. It's in, and then out at the top, that's it. And we sink down. So we're just looking at a little bit of the silk reading. I think the Fragrant Buddha's a lovely set, isn't it? Really, really nice. Oh, the birds are in full voice, aren't they? At least on the computer. Try that on the other side. So start here, put your hand there, get yourself central, have this hand out, then you transfer your weight. You turn, your hand comes down. This knee is still pointing where the toe points. And then we just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And okay. Other side. Start low. Transfer your weight. 1, raise it up. 2, transfer your weight, bring it across. 3, it goes down and you turn your waist. 4, you transfer your weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. So the hand can be on the thigh, top of the thigh, or on your waist. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I was watching Grandmaster Chen Xiao Wang do these online over the weekend. It's amazing. It looks really nice when he does it. So you want to coordinate the hands by relaxing them and just using the body movements as a way into the hand movement. That was lovely. Let's try that the other side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So this works your leg muscles because they're slightly wider stance. So make your legs nice and strong. 2, 3. You want to sink the hips. Good. Contact through the feet, so you want to feel the feet on the ground. Keep breathing, nice and relaxed, and then we combine. There we go. Let's go round and round in a circle. Just do a few of these, and then nice and relaxed. One more time. And change directions. So. Relax the shoulders, relax the hands. Relax the hands nice, calm, and shake out. Okay, just to finish off, let's have a look at white Apophis fruit as a, just because we've got not as many people here. So I'll just show you white Apophis fruit. It's a very useful exercise that works the brain and works the feet and works the waist. So it does lots of very useful things. I'll just demonstrate in this direction, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go for a little walk. So you start by holding the ball. Just talk us through it first, and then we'll do it together. So you step, you transfer the weight. So you step into bow and arrow starts, you transfer the weight and part the wild horse's mane. So this is quite a big version. Then you keep your weight in the front foot, you open, so you feel a stretch. Then you release the stretch, this hand comes over like that, this hand comes towards it, towards the front hand, and then you stretch apart, you stretch out, and then you sink forward, hold the ball, you sink back and turn. I'll just show you that one more time on this side. So it goes 1, 2, 3, stretch, release, 4. Bring the hand to the front hand, back hand to the front hand, stretch the hands away from each other, sink forward, hold the ball. 7. Okay, let's give that a bash. Which one? Shall we start at that end? If we all go with that end, and we'll go for a little walk, and I'll start over here. Okay, so start with your right hand on top, left hand underneath, and you're in cat stance. So with cat stance, you have the foot in quite close. Have the foot in quite close, and you've got chest height, waist height, holding the ball. Nice and tall. I'll go a little bit further back to we won't do too many repetitions. So you step, heel, toe, transfer the weight. Part of wild horses, mate. Keep the weight forward, open a little so you feel a gentle stretch, then you sink forward, sink back. Sink forward, sink back and turn, sink forward. Cat's foot. Step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sink back, relax the shoulders. 6, 7, and 8. Step up. Check your posture. 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sink down, sink the hips. 6. So feel it in your feet. 7, 8. And then once more. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Is that
Just about kept
just about excellent? Yeah, I think that would probably. Let's come round in a circle. I think we got away with that, didn't we? So we'll come round in a circle. I think so. Let's just check your posture. So sink the hips. Get your first 2/3 in the foot. So just go to the front 2/3 of the foot. Then sink your hips back and down so that you slot into place and the head floats up. Just breathe in. Just go back to this. So right at the beginning of the class we did this. This should feel a little easier. This should feel a little easier now. So. Okay, so we'll do plum blossom falls left and right and the balancing the chi exercise and then embrace tiger. And then that should be sort us out for the rest of the day. So plum blossom falls left and right, so you come up and you imagine a beautiful plum tree and it's full of plum blossom and you're watching the blossom and it's just gently falling down, beautiful. Let the hands just go down a bit each time. Next time you see a tree in the spring with a blossom on it, you can join in now. And then you come all the way up, that's it. And now the important thing is getting this feeling of contact in the foot as your weight sways from one side to the other side. So we just, and then we come all the way up. Do one more time each side. So just very gently, very light, soft hands, open palms, nice and open, nice open feeling in the wrist, that's it. And we're swaying, we're swaying, we're swaying. Lovely, last time, that's beautiful everybody. Really lovely movement. So just go down. Just breathe naturally. And then, so we come up, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, not too high. Make a soft fist, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. as the tiger returns to the mountain. So again, just tune into the feet. Nice, relaxed. Nice and tall. And then rub the hands together and polish the face. And then 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and breathing in and out. And make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and down. Great. Yeah, well done us. That was great.
It's almost like the one-handed clap.
Yeah, yeah, that was awesome. So the moral of the story is just to kind of pay attention and to relax
Yeah.
and notice what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm hoping to get better at the meditational side of Tai Chi, because just the more, like the number of years, before when I first started Tai Chi, I was very interested in martial arts and how to smack people and that. But now, having done it for a while, actually being able to use my brain better is quite a good thing. And having good balance as well, I think that's quite a useful thing
But
too.
all
So,
this being completely relaxed
yeah.
is lovely.
Yes.
But then you have to go and face the electrical world.
Yeah, but that's okay, because then you're relaxed, but you're also clearer.
So it should be better. Yeah.
It's your muscles feel more relaxed, your mind feels calmer,
Yeah.
but also clearer. So you can then see, so you're working better. So it's not like the same relaxation as being slumped on a sofa with a plate of chips. It's different. It's a more like active, you know,
So
an
you're much
active
better
mind.
off when you're sitting in the gridlock in
Yeah, so when I'm stuck in gridlock,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
just go,
Yes.
oh, okay, and then it's,
That's right.
yeah, it's very useful.
Yeah.
Right, well done.